Alright, you guys, it looks like Papoose has officially confirmed that he and Claressa are planning to have a baby next year. During a recent interview, Claressa brought up their plans to welcome a child, and the comment immediately caught the host's attention. Without wasting any time, the host looked at Claressa and jokingly asked, "So, has Papoose agreed to this baby plan?" As luck would have it, Papoose was actually in the room when the question came up. Claressa turned to him with a smile and asked him directly, giving him the chance to respond for himself. Papoose didn't hesitate for a second. He smiled and answered, "Absolutely," putting any doubts to rest and confirming that they're both excited about the plan.
Take a look. I'm having a baby next year.
Okay.
And that's Pap's plan.
Does Pap know he's having a baby next year?
Pap, you know you're having a baby next year?
He said absolutely.
Well, it's funny you ask that because he asked me to have a baby.
Okay.
I
He's
don't have
ready.
no kids.
Okay.
So it's like, when he asked me, we supposed to have a baby this year.
Okay.
But I told him I got a few more girls' ass I want to kick. So we compromised with let me box this year, and then next year I can have my first kid and give him
Now,
a kid.
Papoose and Claressa have been together for the past few years, but their relationship didn't become public until December 2024. That's when Remy Ma, who is still legally married to Papoose, took to social media and exposed their relationship, sharing alleged text messages and putting their personal business out for everyone to see. Not long after that, Papoose filed for divorce from Remy. However, despite filing the paperwork, their divorce still hasn't been finalized. Even with that unresolved, Papoose and Claressa have continued their relationship in the public eye and haven't tried to hide it. It's also obvious to anyone who's been following them that Claressa is completely devoted to Papoose. The way she talks about him and proudly stands by his side has convinced many people that she's fully invested in the relationship. At this point, most people don't believe she's going anywhere. Even so, the relationship continues to spark criticism. A lot of people simply don't approve of them as a couple, and some have been especially critical of Claressa. The biggest issue critics keep pointing to is that Papoose is still legally married because his divorce from Remy Ma hasn't been finalized. Since no one knows what's causing the delay, many have questioned why Claressa is already making plans to have a baby with a man who is still legally someone else's husband. That's why Papoose's answer during the interview stood out to so many people. Up until now, it had mostly been Claressa talking about wanting a baby together, and this wasn't even the first time she'd shared those plans publicly. But when she looked at Papoose and he confidently responded, "Absolutely," it left little doubt that he's fully on board with starting a
We're
family
gonna have
with
a
her.
baby together.
I'm gonna have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year, and then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one, and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids.
Right.
I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old. We do plan on having kids, and let's get some straight. He asked me. That's what be getting on my nerves too. I can box my whole life till I'm 50 and go and adopt a kid somewhere. Like, he asked me to have his baby. It wasn't like, I'm like, I want to have a baby. Would you get no?
But now that Papoose has confirmed it himself, many people see things differently. His response makes it clear that the baby plans aren't just something Claressa has been talking about on her own. By saying absolutely, he showed that he's fully on board with the idea too. Even with that confirmation, a lot of people are still waiting to see what happens with his divorce. So far, no one really knows why the process hasn't been finalized, which has only fueled more speculation. Some have even started wondering whether Papoose is taking his time because of the long history he shares with Remy Ma. After all, they spent many years together, and Papoose stood by Remy through some of the most difficult periods of her life, including the time she served in prison. Because of everything they've been through, some people question whether he's finding it hard to officially close that chapter. Others believe he may simply be comfortable keeping both situations unresolved. Critics have suggested he enjoys having Claressa fully committed to him, while still not completely cutting legal ties with Remy. Of course, that's only speculation, and until the divorce is finalized, no one knows what the real reason is. Now, the biggest questions are these. Will Papoose and Claressa actually welcome a baby together next year? And will he finally complete his divorce from Remy Ma? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next
Later.
one.
Papoose ass was looking miserable at the BET Awards with Claressa on his arm, singing and dancing and having a good time. He looked like he did not want to be there. And it reminds me of the 1997 film Lolita, where a 37-year-old man was in a relationship with a 12-year-old girl, and they made the 12-year-old girl look like, you know, chaotic, crazy, young, goofy, annoying as fuck. But this old man is just like so exasperated, but also like with her and following her around and wanting to be with her, but acting like she's the problem and not his old ass wanting to be with her young ass. Yeah, that's what this is giving to me. Claressa is a strong, slow bitch. And Papoose is a manipulative user who is with that young, minded ass girl so he can take advantage of her. And y'all online talking about free him. Fuck him. His old ass don't need to be with her anyway. He could have left a long time ago, but why is he there to take advantage of the fact that her ass is slow and strong? Okay, so stop with all of this crying. Oh, Papoose look miserable because he's a miserable nigga. Why would you go get with somebody like her so you could use her to fuck up and now you supposed to be the victim? It's crazy. 50-something-year-old man with a young-minded 30-year-old, and y'all find a way to make him a fucking victim in something he's choosing to be a part of, like a relationship where he gets to take money or clout from somebody and get to look like he's exasperated with her. Nigga, get the fuck away from me. You better look like you smiling and having a good ass time whenever you with me, because if not, you could take your ass back to Remy house. The fuck?
Tired.
I want to address Papoose trying to call out the BET Awards, right? You know how people really be mad at you for one thing, but they can't really get back at you on that, so they make it about something else. So I believe Papoose and Claressa were upset that BET posted that embarrassing video of them with that caption that Claressa had to drag her man to the function, and when she moved, he moved, right? They probably tried to, you know, be a good sport about it, but then really use that moment to take out their anger about Claressa not winning Sportswoman of the Year. And this other girl on TikTok, I reposted the video, she broke it down like, listen, Asia Wilson had a great year. We're talking about Sportswoman of the Year. And the girl on the other TikTok said, if you want to talk about somebody's accolades over the course of their life, that's a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's not of the year. We're talking about the year. Claressa, what have you done this year that makes you look like a Sportswoman of the Year? Let's talk about it. You had bad sportsmanship, right? You were trying to antagonize your colleagues instead of, I said it in another video, instead of doing, you know, regular trash talk, you know, like sports worthy trash talk, not taking personal digs, talking about people's deceased fathers and stuff, Muhammad Ali. You're not showing good sportsmanship or sportswomanship, right? You're not showing that you have a good camaraderie amongst you and your colleagues, right? You don't have to like everybody, right? Even if they share the same sport as you, but show that you're above all those things with love for the sport. You haven't done that.
It's so sad because when you're in love with a man, you don't see these type of things. You don't see all of this until it ends. And then you start thinking like, man, he didn't look happy. But clearly she is, because she's in love. When you're in love to this magnitude, a man could do no wrong. A man, the world could be telling you what this man is up to, and you're still going to live in your bubble thinking that people are just going crazy and they're hating. In her world, people aren't hating on their relationship. In her world, people don't want to see her happy. In her world, he is madly in love with her. Even with the bare minimum, the breadcrumbing, she doesn't see any of that. She just sees how much she loves him. But we could see it. Because when he was with Remy, he was all smiles. This was Claressa Shields and Papoose last night at the BET Awards. He looks miserable. Even when she will hold him, he will like move his hand. And again, maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe we think we know everything and we just want to sit here and hate on her. Because I also feel like people like to pick on her. Because you could tell she's a great person. And she's not doing anything to anybody but being in love. And people like to pick on her. But, maybe. But it's just when we look at the clips when he was with Remy and we look at the clips when he's with her, the energy doesn't give. And I'm not the only one that says it. That's why it's like, you know, people are saying free Papoose. Like, the shit is really crazy. I really hope that deep down he is happy with her and he wants to be with her and he really doesn't break her heart, because she looks like an amazing person and she just doesn't deserve that.